Hi, you guys. I get up in the morning and without even really thinking about it, I reach for my glasses so I can see my phone. That comes first, then coffee, then toast, then YouTube, then... And I was thinking, there's a way in which when we procrastinate, and it brings up a lot of guilt, at least it does for me. There's stuff I know I need to do, from, cleaning out the freezer to cleaning out my attic so that when I die, my children and my grandchildren don't have to deal with the amount of crap upstairs. And that can be just dizzying, like, what do I do next? In that laundry list, because I'm of an age where I don't need to go outside the home to work. So that doesn't structure the day for me. And one of the things I heard somewhere, which I've practiced since when I remember to, and it's really useful, is that procrastination can actually be a redirection. It may be that there's something else that is open for you to do in that time. And it's not maybe any of the things you think are on that triage list of how am I going to fit this all in. In my case, like before I die, it's really, it's a kind of clarifying thing to get to be of an age where what do I need to do with the time I have left? And I think the first thing is to not freak the deek. That's an expression of my daughter's, and I don't even know if it's a thing. But, don't, if it triggers you, be in that moment of triggering for a moment, and then you can move out of it. If you try to bury it, then it somehow gets stronger. And similarly, I think with meditating, which I do in very short spurts. If I can sit down for, just sit for 10 or 15 minutes, without looking at my phone or answering calls, and I'm trying for that quiet. And of course, everything then comes up about the attic and maybe I should just do the attic so I can stop thinking about it. But, the mind gets very busy as soon as you try to get quiet, because you're trying, and the brain fights that, and you think you're going to find quiet. This needs to be attended to, and that. And the best technique I learned through physical therapy for a balance disorder I have, where you go through a series of exercises that will actually trigger the spin. And it's quite violent sometimes. And, you have to keep your eyes open, and what you're looking at may be going like this. It's shaking. There's no stability. It's shaking all around. And you don't know if you're moving or it's moving or what's happening. And the instinct is to shut your eyes because it's so disconcerting. And my physical therapist, who's a wonderful man, said, no, you need to exhaust. It's called nystagmus. Your eyeballs sometimes actually go like this. And he said, just hold to that, do a pinpoint. Even though the world is going nuts, you just focus. Like in meditation, You focus on your breathing, even though your brain is going nuts. You just try to keep returning to that place, to the breath or whatever it is. And eventually that nystagmus, or that crazy monkey mind, calms down. You exhaust it by focusing kind of through it. Don't fight it, just, and being bad at it is no indication of any kind of failure, or that you're doing it wrong, or that, it's something you need to be guilty about. That's a job of doing the work. And it might be of, where am I in this process? I've created all these pentacles, all these jobs that I tell myself need to be done in 3D. In some kind of sequence. How do I triage? And I think this person is just doing the work, doing what's in front of them, doing what's grasped their attention, not necessarily the thing they think they're supposed to be doing. Physically getting their hands on something. This is like cleaning out the fridge. Could be. But daily life, in the realm of time and space, in 3D, demands a lot of this. Okay. 5 of Cups. A card of regret. And of focusing on the connections, the friendships, whatever these 3 cups represent, that are done. It's like the emotion has gone out of them, has leaked out somehow, the water energy, the feelings. And there are 2 upright behind. And we always have to notice those, because this individual is not noticing them. They're fixated on what's not there anymore. Judgment. It's a card of waking up. It's almost like I'm seeing this as it's a major arcana card. So deep inside, your psyche is saying, doodly-doo-doo, like, wake up out of this. And possibly even wake up out of this. But what's really trying to get your attention is the energy of new life. After some kind of sadness or failed connection that you might be trying to distract yourself with cleaning the fridge. That next life card could have to do with what I was talking about, like, what legacy am I leaving? It makes me sad to even think about it. But there's work to be done to prepare for the next phase, maybe the people who will come after me, and the life that will come after this one. On 8 of Pentacles, please, the work. In 3D, in our lifetime. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands does what she's drawn to do. Wands energy. She does it. Like Wands isn't an energy of being distracted by the 3D. She's tapped into her intuition about what's going on beyond her. She's aware in daily life of things beyond daily life. Highly intuitive, the mystic of the deck. She enters the world with her kind of vibrational antenna out there and reading the environment. She attracts things to her. What's she attracting to her? 6 of Wands. Accomplishments. You know, successfully getting it done. In this case, it would be connecting with, you know, the energies, stuff that may not be there physically. But it does take a kind of work to be open to that mystical realm. You know, she has her familiar right here in the black cat. It's not a practical energy. This is very practical. You know, I have to work to earn my bread. Tell me about a judgment, this opportunity for a second life, for a second chance, a call to wake up out of your sadness maybe and your daily crank it out kind of life, to enter a mystical realm. That's real. And Queen of Wands would be able to manifest with her wand. That's sort of her business. That's what she does. But she then waits for the universal answer. 3 of Wands is open to it, you know, is open to it coming into her. That's what 3 of Wands is. In traditional Rider-Waite, it shows, well, here too, the person waiting in the harbor. They're waiting to see what's arriving. And it may be what's arriving as a result of their own efforts that appear to have been very successful and have garnered this Queen of Wands attention. It can be a card of ego. But I think this character isn't mistaken. You know, they're full of life. They're full of life force, and this attracts people to them. Maybe even elevates them in some people's estimation. So there is pride involved. I'm not sure it's misplaced pride. Tell us about Queen of Wands, please. The mystic, what is she drawing in and how much? Okay, hang on. Moon energy. Can be what's hidden. Can be a card of the divine feminine of entering the mystery. Or allowing the mystery to enter us. You know, opening to it. Opening to it. May have something to do with the full moon in Sag. Upcoming. Sagittarius is a fire sign. The energy of Wands. Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands. This is a water energy. Cancer, Pisces, sometimes Libra. It's a divine feminine energy of receptivity, and that's exactly what she is. And the mystery which she allows to enter her, she waits for it, open to it, because this can be a card of fear as well. It's a landscape not everybody wants in their life. The unknown, the unconscious. Queen of Wands, intuitive. She's really not afraid to go there. And part of that isn't just marching toward it, it's allowing it in. A Fool energy, another card of fire, of wands. First card in the major arcana, the beginning of the journey. A fresh start. Those were together. Well, evidently, the moon card goes on Queen of Wands, entering that mystery, like being able to hear the call of the wild. Queen of Wands is a wild child. She's a nonconformist. She sets her own path. She channels the mystery. She isn't afraid to work those energies, to allow them in, and she's waiting for it. And it comes in as a freedom, ready to begin, ready to take the risk of opening, and I see this as kind of, because this can be a card of the future. It's a kind of come what may, like a bring it. Feeling very empowered to take the leap. Not afraid. Or, taking the leap anyway. Because there is this card of like regret, or let's find out. That 5 card relates to this unconscious element. Moon energy, what you pull in. I think there's well, let's see. I don't think Spirit, who's here in the Judgment card, would want us to linger too long in this. You have to feel it, but it's like exhausting the nystagmus. There's this loss of connection that really this person is very sad over. And they need to mourn for as long as it takes in order to, be able to accept the new life, the next stage, to wake up from this lingering grief. Let's see about 8 of Pentacles. Is it just doing the work of being reborn? 8 of Pentacles, judgment. After being in mourning for some lost connection. Or is it distraction? Or both? That's interesting because we have King of Swords here. King of Swords. That showed up on the bottom of the deck when I was doing the pre-shuffle. Well, it's King of Cups. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and bottom of the deck now is the Death card. Scorpio energy of the end and the new beginning. Okay. We're supposed to take 3 more. 4 more. with the best intentions. I'm led by the nose here. Hermit card. A big change that requires us to go inward, to spend time reflecting on the change and kind of extracting the wisdom that lights the path for us and for other people. Virgo is a card of service. This is Virgo. You know, it's a solitary energy, but they're not going inside just for their own enlightenment. There's something about this transformation that they can teach, they can demonstrate to other people. It's a card of the sage. It's a card of that sort of meditative energy we were talking about. It's an earth sign. It's stability through the change. And going within and letting that ending happen, letting the nystagmus exhaust itself, letting the sadness run its course. Run its course so we can begin again. Also in the earth energy of the hermit Virgo. So we can begin again. The transformation can actually lead to a real offer that, you know, that judgment card, wake up, is like wake up to life. Wake up to this opportunity to live while you're still alive. Recommit to that. You know, that represents Page of Wands, making it new. In Wands energy. Come on, you guys. I'm going to turn over both of these because I just think that's enough. It's a path of discovery and curiosity. It's pretty much this exact energy of the Fool. In Wands energy, to begin, to take a chance, to walk the new path, to discover, to see what's out there, and a curiosity about what's coming in. There are expectations here, Three of Wands. You know, will what I have manifested actually come to me? And this is a bit, I'm going out to meet it. I'm going to take action, a card of Aries. I'm going to begin. You know, after the inward journey, I'm going to begin planting the seed for the outward journey. You know, I've got to go in search of my new beginning. That's on Judgment. It's a call back to life. It's a young energy. It is sort of, often I call this the man-boy energy because it's a Page energy, but this guy looks like he's been around the block, this individual. It isn't their first lap. It isn't the first time they've had to begin again. Walking the path of discovery. On Six of Wands, High Priestess. The moon energy again. You know, we have the card of the mystic and of the mystery. M-Y-S-T in both words. Queen of Wands open to the mystery, and so is High Priestess. It's in moon energy, water energy. The receptive energy. Like Queen of Wands, like the moon. The moon receives the light and shines it back out, receives the light and shines it back out. And I think it's something that You may be a teacher. You may be a highly spiritual person who not only can navigate, the endings and the new beginnings in your own life, but somehow offer that concrete lesson, or this is how you do it, to other people. You're generous with your wisdom. It's that sign of service. I'll share with you my knowledge of how to navigate transformation. Something like that. So many cards of the realm of the mystery. Moon, High Priestess, Hermit. But there's also a big element of let in the light, leap into the unknown. You don't know what's coming in, but get ready, because here it comes. On 5 of Cups, we have Hangman. Card of Pisces, another water energy. This is lingering in the sadness. Feeling it, water energy, until you've exhausted it. Feel that connection. Don't be afraid of the grief. Allow it to settle. Because when you exhaust the nystagmus, that vibrational, like crazy place, everything comes back into focus, into a kind of stillness. This is waiting it out. One of the meanings of Hangman is suspension. For somebody in this situation, now is not the time to act, but the time to act is very close at hand. That emotional, the regret over the severed connection, or the connection that's gone out of somebody's life. Wait until that settles. Wait until we have some kind of epiphany about it. That's what this water sign person is doing. And I think while they're waiting it out, they're continuing to do their work. Clean out the icebox, clean out the attic, prepare for the new life. Because you're going to be traveling and traveling light on this path of discovery. Lighting the way. Lighting the way. And this new opportunity, which just shines so brightly, will allow you to enter into the new life, Pentacles energy. Enter into the new life. Do it, Aries energy. This is an absolutely necessary stage in the process. It's chrysalis. It's allowing the transformation to take place. Not trying to fight your way out of this cocoon, which allows you to process your feelings. It may be a longer transformative period than you would like it to be. It is sort of isolated in the cocoon while this thing takes place, this scorpionic energy. We have on the board Scorpio in the Death card. The transformation, the lesson, the turning inward to understand what one's been through. A card of Virgo. We have Aries in the Fool, the new beginning. The new beginning. Judgment card, resurrected, hearing the call to begin. To begin again, And every lifetime, you know, if you like to think about it that way in terms of reincarnation, or just in the next generation, how your bloodline goes forward, how the people you've encountered in your life, you know, how they've been changed by you and you by them, changed. Sorry, Pisces and Hangman. Cancer, Pisces, Libra, all the divine feminines. Cancer, principally, I think, although some other people say Pisces and Libra too. I'm not sure Libra is associated with the moon card, but it comes to mind between these two pillars, between consciousness and unconsciousness. What's coming up but is not quite at the surface yet. And this person can tap into that, can intuit what's coming toward them. They can see beyond the veil, High Priestess. So lots of water energy here. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, all the waters. I think you may be dealing with a water sign, or you may be a water sign who's processing their feelings about a lost connection and is coming up with curiosity about what's next. Could be an earth sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Certainly could be a fire sign who's looking forward to a new beginning. And it's based on something they've manifested. And I think what they've manifested is this opportunity for new life. Very spiritual reading. You know, the energy of the resurrection, the energy of the new life. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. And thanks to subscribers. Thanks to those of you who reached out for a private reading. And if you're interested, there's a link down below. It's just my email. And I'll give you more details about that. And yeah, I mean, just love and light to you guys. I think you're doing brilliantly. I really do. You're processing a lot and carrying it. But it's like a pass it forward. That's what you're doing. I think you really are a teacher and a sage. No pressure. That's who you are. See you next time.